Welcome, everybody. This is Christ169 coming to you live with the power of YouTube. My phone Cricket coming to you live with a video here titled Xbox for the gamers or for themselves. What I mean by that is simple. We all know that the next Xbox console is coming out, and one of them will be a discless version. Not dickless, but discless. Disc, no disk drive. Okay? That being said now, what is future Xbox then? They're trying to get into the market of going of Nintendo, and they're running on PC, trying to do on TVs. Same as PlayStation Now. PlayStation Now, PlayStation came out and said no, they're for the gamers. They're gonna hold off on this futuristic cloud stuff. They're gonna wait and see how the waters test because they think it's still way off. Xbox is like, do it right now. Need it right now. Right now. That's Microsoft saying that. That being said, though, what is it to us, the gamer, hardcore, core, or casual gamer? What is it to us? It should be a lot to us because we're the ones who are paying the money for the consoles. Now, they have console coming out, two new ones. I know one's called Anaconda, another one's called something, I don't know what it's called. It's called Brick, I don't know what it's called. Um, but the specs came out saying it's a pretty beefy machine. Both of them were. Um, the One X would be pretty much a dial-up machine compared to the Anaconda. What I read, I didn't read much about it yet, but heard videos about it. Non-IGN, non-IGN videos. Cause I don't trust IGN much anymore. I won't until they get their act together. No, about reviewing games. Once they do that, then maybe I'll give them another chance of watching their videos and maybe liking the videos or whatever. But until then, I'm not gonna sit and waste time on them. And you shouldn't either. You shouldn't waste time on gaming empires like IGN come out with their own bias on games. They said that quoting saying that God of War was very linear and stuff, and of course it wasn't. It was a great game. It had its moments, but it's still a practically great game. And they praise other games being great or garbage by the gamers. Metacritic scores are 60 and stuff for some games. Other games, they're 70. The IGN say, oh, they're not good. So I kind of let IGN be their own people. But I'm not going to sit there and support them, by watching their videos anymore. I since, delete them off my YouTube channel. I delete them off my follower or my, subscribe. So I don't follow anymore. I still get to watch their videos. If they clean their act together and come out, hey, we're sorry about the stuff, then maybe I'll give them another chance. Until then, no. I'm not going to do that. And no one to do it either. That being said, though, the non-disc drive or the digital-only box, it would be called, I can't remember what it's called, something. But it's codenamed something. One's called codenamed Anaconda, that has a disc drive, 100% 4K, thing, 12 teraflops. The GPU on both of them are the same. That's a good thing. But on the Anaconda, it's beefier with, I think, a 12 or 32 gigabytes of DDR5 or 6. Top of the line Anaconda. And with the one below it, I think it's a 12 or 8 or 12 gigabytes of DDR5, I think it is. I can't be for sure. I'm kind of messed up a little bit, but those two boxes, one is digital and it's 1080p only. That's a budget one. Their one 4K is about probably how the X was. About $500 they say. This is from a European standard, a European blog that they got some information leaked to them, and they think that this could be what it could be. And of course the PS5 is a mystic, and it's an enigma itself. PS5 is pretty much a mystic, been going on for the last 2 years. We all know that it did come out and say that PS5 will be doing back compatibility across the board. Allegedly, 1, 2, and 4 PlayStation games. And PS3 games will come out probably, I'd say, about 6 months a year after because they have to get all these codes up there. Because the PS3 games are hard to put on a system. Because cell technology was so hard back in the PS3 days that making a game port was like a chore. Now it wasn't as terrible as the Sega Saturn or the you know you know um, Neo Geo, but consoles like that, it wasn't that hard to make games for it. But it just took a little longer time because they had to do cell technology with brand new cells. Now they roll down the game. You pop a disc into your console, you get download it anyway. Doesn't matter if you have a didn't matter you have a PS4 or or an Xbox One X or a One Slim or an Xbox or PS4 Pro. You just have to download that game and install it to your hard drive. So you're still installing it. So it doesn't really matter. But back then in the PS3 era, it was terrible because people didn't like that. Now it's normal. Now everybody's fine with that. It's all based upon your internet connection now, how fast you can download it. So it's kind of, it's an internet connection now. So, but an Xbox came out and said that if you buy the 1080p version of this Anaconda machine or whatever it's called, you can go to any Xbox store. We have one over in Nashville, Tennessee, Nashville, in Twin Oaks Mall, in Oak Grove, in Oakland, whatever mall. It's a rich mall. Okay, it's a wealthy mall. You go in there, you bring all your games in. I don't think it matters how old they are, and they'll give you the digital code for each one of them. And you go home and download the games to your console. 1 terabyte. I think both of them have 1 terabyte hard drives. That's good that they're good 1 terabyte, but it's also bad because they don't give you a 2 terabyte, especially on the more expensive one. But I think both of them should come with maybe a 2 terabyte. I think the SSD. I think the Anaconda has like a 120 or whatever, 250. I think SSD drive or an optical drive. You can put SSD in. Just, you don't know what it stands for solid state drive. If you don't know what an SSD stands for, and that's for my sister has a PC, a $2,000 plus PC. She's like two of them, and they like 500 gigabytes each. So she puts her Windows on there and then her couple games on there. She can load up like that. It's almost like putting games in the cartridge and putting them in the old school Super Nintendos. Instantaneous, it comes on. Because there's no moving parts. There's no parts moving like they are in a standard hard drive. So I can see that making sense. I can see that being more sensible and more economically appealing. Now I don't know if the cheaper one has solid state drive in it. I think one might be $200, maybe $250, whatever it may be, $300 maybe. No, it could be $399. If that's the case, then spend $100 more and get the better one, or the one that has more 4K on it, or 4K on it. The one that does more 4K, the one that does better graphical, because the CPU and GPU are going to be different on it. And understanding that, you have to break it down that the 4K one will give you better textures and better graphical fidelity than the other one will. But the GPU would be the same, because if not, then you have to downgrade the game. It's like buying the Anaconda, then having the same game on the One X. They're two different consoles. Because one's up here, Anaconda up here, that One X, who's a powerful console now, is going to become crap. Now, it makes me wonder though. It makes me think a lot though. Because I have a 1080p TV, and that 4K Xbox One X makes the game look better. Now, if I buy an Anaconda system, if I bought one, would it actually do the same thing as One X does, and Super Sample even better, or would it be the same? Me personally, if I have a 4K TV and I buy a 1080p Xbox, discless console, it's kind of silly. But I have a One X 4K machine hooked into my 1080p TV that gives me sharper images and better graphical fidelity and also better frame rates. I'm playing Crackdown 3 right now and it looks great on the One X. Like I said, I haven't played the other two, so my bar level of the Crackdown 3 is pretty low. To me, it's okay. It's a good game. Some issues, soldiers don't run; they kind of glide across the ground for some reason. So there's some issues there. So there's some noticeable issues, and I have fallen through a ramp once or twice. Fallen through the top ramp, went back down while I was shooting somebody, so I didn't know the boss. So there is some issues there for improvement on that game. They're updating it, so that's different time. I'll make a review when I beat the game because I haven't played it. I'm playing it on Game Pass, so I can get. Sorry, damn mucus. Sorry, I got mucus in my throat. Damn, better change the whole time right here. So it is understandable to have that notion, but to believe that the Xbox One X now will become, practically the One S, and the One S will practically become the Xbox original base model. It's kind of silly to me, though. Think about it, though. They're releasing two more consoles. One does, 1080p, they said. Now, I can do 4K probably. It'll probably do 4K. It'll probably be a base 4K model game system. Discless version, 4K, but like the One S, but it could be probably double the power of the One S, maybe about a little better than the One X, but not 100% of the time, but not 100% better than the Anaconda or the Xbox 2, you want to call it. That being said, though, actually, now what is the basics of owning these two consoles? You gotta think though, the PS5 is not out yet. It may only be out for a couple more years. They're 2 years probably, because Sony's riding this wave, this big old wave of happiness, and just constantly destroying Xbox left and right. The Xbox war is over with. The fanboys didn't come out at all, nothing. If a fanboy come out for nothing at all, fanboys come out at all though. The Xbox fanboys haven't come out for nothing at all though. They haven't come out for anything, defending this console. Now, One X is a great console, and I got 2 years ago for Christmas. I think they bought it for me. I didn't know they were. Very excited about it, but I knew I had to play the damn thing, because if I didn't play it, I don't think to waste $500. And I play it a lot. Because I like, the third-party games good. The third-party games are good on it. About it, though. And Halo looks good. Halo 5 is good on it. Looks better. Now, I have 1080p TV. It looks a lot better running at 1080p 60 than with a 4K 30 in my mind. So now, hopefully, you can if you buy an Anaconda or buy the discless version of the Xbox One Next console, that will allow you to play with the resolution a little bit with resolution. Let's say you have a 1080p TV. You go in there and turn it on. You can PC, turn it down 1080p, and turn it on high or ultra settings on 1080p. You can get the best picture. That may be a thing happening, because they did mention that, highly unlikely, but mentioned that Xbox could, run an update or allow people who own 1080p TVs, just like the One X, to allow to adjust the settings on the next gen consoles to upscale or to manipulate the TV, their console for their TV viewing. See, with me, I plug in my 1080p TV to my Xbox One X. It runs the same as it would on a 4K TV. The problem is, though, I can't use the 4K options because I don't have 4K TV. But a super sample, it did say on my TV, super sampling turned on. So super sampling is turned on, super sampling turned on. So it upscales it clear to a wannabe 4K image. And doing that makes it a 1080p plus 60 frames per second image. A lot better than 4K 30 in my mind. So if they do that with the newer consoles, because people want to spend $5 on a console, if if Microsoft's going to force you to buy a 4K TV, to buy a Anaconda, then go ahead and just shut down Xbox right now, because it ain't going to happen. People ain't going to spend $300, $400, $500, $1,000 on a basic, good 4K TV to go play Halo on it. No, you need fun ton of games. You can get a PS4 Pro and play 4K media and play some games in 4K. Granted, not all of them, but 80% of them in 4K. And have same refresh rate as the One X. So in some cases, a little better in certain games, even third-party games. Some are better, some are worse. Depends on what game it is. And that being said, though, then you're fine. But Microsoft is trying to go everywhere they can, because I guarantee you, folks, right now, if Microsoft was number one, this crap wouldn't be happening. The fanboys, Xbox fanboys, would be dancing in the street, shoot off pyros, saying we're number one. They're not. They're hiding in the corner under the bed. They're hiding in the corners under the bed. They're hiding, in their closets, in their bathrooms. They're hiding because they know that Sony has taken the field and they have won. And if Xbox wants to become the all-in-one set-top box, a lot of fans don't care. They can go ahead and do that. But I guarantee you, a lot of fans like myself will stop buying Xbox, start buying PlayStation all over again. Now, I got a PS3 first. No, I got 360 first. Then I got PS3 second, because I wanted some of the PlayStation games to play on. And when I got a PS4 Pro, I got an Xbox One, base model. I went down to $399. I picked one up. It wasn't too bad at all. I was very satisfied with the order I got. What I got with the console. But these two new consoles coming out now, the Xbox, Xbox, 2.0, I call it. 2.0. The disc one, the digital box version, and the more powerful with disc drive version coming out, a codename Anaconda for that one, are going to be interesting to see how well they stand up to the criticism of the gamers, because the gamers don't want to have to buy. It's hard to believe, because Xbox been talking about going to a PC and getting these gamers who are not gamers, on your iPhones, on your pads. They want those individuals, because they lost the hardcore gamer. Hardcore gamer is no longer going to Xbox. It's no longer going towards Microsoft and Halo and Call of Duty Hoods Hoodie, Call of Duty, I'm Call of Duty gamer. Yeah, they're not going to those people anymore. It's going towards gamers who are playing on their phone for 15 minutes. That's what Microsoft wants. So it's like, you know what? We're not going that route. We're going to give you F ton of games, blow your mind, and blow your wallet at the same time. We're going to make you blow your wallet and blow your mind. We're going to make you understand that as you buy a game from PlayStation, we're not going to run off and go put this game on something else, like PC. Where you download it for free if you have a Sony account, where you can do on Xbox. Or play online for free on PC. You can, unless you can do on Xbox. You have to pay monthly, and also PlayStation as well too. So they're not doing that. What they're doing is they're keeping the gamer in mind. They're releasing games like games like Death Stranding, Last of Us 2, many other games coming out that I can't mention right now because I don't have on the top of my head. But those games right now are the best one right now coming out right now. What Xbox have? Crackdown 3 is not bad to me. Like I said, a lot of people's bar Crackdown 3 is like almost up here. My bar is right about here. I don't have a bar with it because I never played the other two, so I can't say what's bad and what's wrong with it. I know the game has some issues and it's a bug problem. When I'm seeing enemy soldiers gliding across the ground, not moving, gliding, that's an issue with the mechanics. They're supposed to be walking, but they're doing this. They're gliding. That's not supposed to do that. Some will run, some will glide. So, unless the Wicked Witch of the West or some kind of magical powers, there's some kind of magical power across the ground like that to have a little glowing feet or whatever. It's a bug in the game, and I knocked Microsoft for that one, and Sumo, or what you call it, studio that made the game. But it is a decent game. There's tons of explosions, tons of action. In my mind, it is. I'm having fun with it. I'm playing a lot more than I thought I would. The game will suck you into play it. And when I want to beat the campaign, I'm done with it. Multiplayer, I probably won't touch it all. So I'll probably delete it off my Game Pass, off my system after I'm done with it. And I'll give you a full review of it, my honest opinion about it. But I think the Game Pass, I think the game is worth the Game Pass. And it ain't worth $60. It ain't worth $40. It's worth $10, and that's Game Pass. And to me, that's worth white gold. You get tons of games on there that are good and bad. You get Mortal Kombat on there. You can get Mortal Kombat 10 or XL. The one I had was 10, but had XL on it. We know it wasn't a bad game. You get Gears of War on there, 4. You get 5 on there, obviously. I can't play that one on Game Pass. See, I don't mind Game Pass. Game Pass is fine for people like me who have budgets every month. Because every couple months I have a budget problem where I have to budget something. And I can't buy a game every month, so I got to budget. So Game Pass to me for Xbox is good. PlayStation, I have to wait. Because there's no Game Pass, there's no PlayStation Game Pass. So I have to wait until it goes down in price, or I just wait until it goes on sale after a year or so. So I'll get a Black Friday or whatever. So that's where I buy my PlayStation games, Black Friday, because they're cheaper. So that's why Game Pass to me is number one in my heart, because it's very budgeted, very good. Yes, you're just renting the games, but you can own them as long as you have your membership. And when you play them, it's just take them, throw them away back, and go to the next one. No going to GameStop, no going to Walmart, waiting in line, kids screaming, crying, screaming kids, all nonsense. So I think what Xbox doing Game Pass is good. Xbox doing with this, we want to conquer the world's bad. Because Xbox doesn't know what they're doing with themselves right now. Xbox is trying to conquer the world, and they can't even conquer their own U.S. market. They're almost number 3 in the list. Switch is gaining ground. The Xbox fanboys are running away, hiding. They're not there, fighting no more. They know it's over with. Now they know the Xbox has lost its generation. And with the new Xbox coming out with this console, coming out with two new consoles coming out, and we're gonna force you guys to buy all this stuff, and it's one disc version, one digital version only, and one with one digital version and one with disc on it, and other crap and other stuff like that, and stuff like that, and that right there is difficult to understand. That there is difficult to understand for people to go out and go buy a new console like that. But if one is 1080p and the other one is 4K, it's kind of silly. But then again, it's not, because a lot of people don't have 4K TVs yet. So I have a 1X playing on a 1080p TV that upscales it to a 4K somewhat image. But what it does is it upscales the FPS, the frames per second, where it makes it up to 60, so it looks even better than 4K to me. Now this new Anaconda with 12 teraflops could do it because the 1X is 6 teraflops. So double teraflops, it could make it 4K 60. Now the PS5 I heard to be 8 teraflops, 9, 10 teraflops, on 11, I don't know what it is. But the Xbox has to prove people this generation. PS4 doesn't know. And before you fanboys slam your heads down on your keyboards and start elbowing and start slamming your penises down on the keyboards, losing your mind, have an Xbox One next year, you have to wait and see. Because if either one of those consoles don't make it, doesn't matter how cheap it is or how expensive it is. If people don't buy the digital version one, or buy the digital version more, the 1080p the damn it 1080p digital version console more than buying the 4K one, it doesn't matter because the Xbox will be known as a 1080p machine. But I think the 4K will take off eventually. See, Sony's doing it very slowly. They're doing it slowly. They're giving you small bits and pieces of it. They're shooting it at you a little bit. They know what people want. They want ton of games. They don't want a bunch of TV, football, grab ass, yeah, TV, 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 TV. They don't want that. They want a game machine. Game machine. They don't want a football, grab ass, sport. They want a TV. They want their TV. They'll get PlayStation View and watch it on there. Or they'll order Spectrum, or order Comcast, or whatever the crap they order, DirecTV, okay, AT&T, and they'll get TV that way. If they want it bad enough, they'll do that. See, Sony fans, are loving it because we expect a lot from, and I'm a Sony fan too myself, we expect a lot from Sony, and they deliver. When we don't deliver, we drag them out the street and practically shoot them practically. And Sony knows this. So when Sony even mentioned DRM, the shitstorm was starting for Sony, and then they realized what happened. So they stopped and they waited until Microsoft came out and stumbled, and they go, "Oh, we ain't gonna do this yet," and they stopped because they knew what was going to happen. Because they mentioned it beforehand with the PS3, and they mentioned it going through. Have your games digitally downloaded to your console. Take a disc, put it back in there. People didn't like that. Nowadays, the whole generation of new kids, new teenagers, new gamers coming up, and they don't care. They have a phone, tablet, screen on their freaking car, TV. They don't care. They'll play games on a freaking watch practically, on a little Fitbit watch. They don't care because we're the dinosaurs. I'll be 38 this year. If you're on 35 or older, you're practically a dinosaur to these young people. What do we like? If you remember those cartridges, yeah, you're a dinosaur. Welcome to being old. So that's why. See, and Microsoft is struggling because they have no clue what to do with this thing. They're losing it. They got probably about 35 to 41 million consoles already sold. So and PS4 is gonna hit 100 million here soon, if they haven't done it already. PS4 have been banging it out like crazy because they've been practicing what they're preaching. They're practicing what they're preaching. They've been practicing what they've been saying they're gonna be doing. They walked the walk, and then they're talking it. Now they're walking it. And that's what they're doing. Exactly what they said they're gonna do. They're gonna sit there. They're gonna be ton of games. Make good consoles. Yes, the PS4 Pro was kind of weird. It was a hybrid between the Pro and a Slim and base model, but it had more power. People bought it. They like it. PS5's coming out soon. They haven't made that much yet on that one yet. But it does not mean that what they're doing is not wrong. It just means what they're doing is they're testing the waters. And they even mentioned that they test the waters with the cloud. But they're not putting their eggs in one basket with the cloud because they know the cloud is not ready. Crackdown 3 is using the cloud. And the game is not indestructible anyway, except online. That's very, very rare. They're like crumbling cardboard. I saw a video of it. For online destruction, not very great. Call of Duty 4 has more destruction in campaign. Now, granted, the campaign Crackdown 3, there's a lot of explosions, a lot of color, and that's great. I like it. I have no problem with it, like I said. To me, it's a game that is taken as it is worth. It's a superhero game that makes fun of itself practically, and to me, that's fine. So I'm not calling myself a Crackdown fan, but I'm enjoying it because there ain't much games to enjoy on the Xbox. Really, they're only for Xbox. I have Red Dead 2 I'm trying to finish up, and Resident Evil 2, but I can get these games on the PS4 if I wanted to. So I'm enjoying my Xbox One X. I'm enjoying that. But Sony really has to watch what they're doing, and Xbox really have to Xbox can get back in the game. And Xbox fanboys need to shut their mouths and be quiet about, oh my god, the Xbox will be great, it's going to be awesome, number one next year. Shut your mouths. Put your pins in the back in your pants. Don't slam on the keyboard. Don't slam. Don't do the head slamming on the keyboard just yet. Let the chips fall. They may. If these consoles don't make it, there'll be lots of Xbox. But I hope they do, because I will buy one eventually. Now I want to buy the Anaconda one because I want the latest and greatest technology. Now I'll be happy with the 1080p one for my TV, but then again, why would I downgrade down? So that's me though. I like the super sampling and the upscaling, so I'm more accustomed to finding things in life with that. But it does not mean that means it would be a bad console. The 1080p is not. But either way you look at it, hell, right? Who cares, right? Christ 169 saying peace, love. I'm going to work out in the gym now. I'm gonna do my cardio today. Like, subscribe, turn notifications on, hit that ring that bell. I'll holler at you guys